Hey everybody, my name is Rydo, and today we are playing Hearthstone yet again. We're back. I don't know why I'm introducing Hearthstone. It's going to be like the 450th or 500th video. You may have noticed things sound a little bit different here, and I'm going to have to adjust that a little bit right now for myself, because I have now set up the Blue Yeti, and I now need to figure out how I want it balanced. And while we're going to do that, I'm going to play Hearthstone as an experiment out of order. So a lot of things are definitely different with my new microphone. Yeah, I got a watch and learn thing too, which I got so looking at. Though, probably the most impactful thing I've got right now is I'm listening to Audio-Technica. I think they're HD50s or MD50s headphones. Pretty high top tier, well, not top tier, let's be realistic. They're prosumer line headphones, good for beginners with some good quality there. But they have a massive amount of bass when they get lined in. And in fact, so much bass that I realized my phone, which I was playing music from my phone into the microphone and then listening through the headphones, I realized that speaker has like no bass at all. After I've modified it at least to make it louder, which is fine. I mean, ooh, now I have two of those, okay. I may have already had two of those. Let's see, what do we want to play with? Since we're up to rank 18, it would be ideally to stay at rank 18, but I'm not at rank 18. Not many ones. I made it to rank 18 and then lost it when I was playing off screen, so I don't want to play as Warlock. Let's go Rogue, Wild, Right. So there's a lot of things on the Blue Yeti as far as just default settings that are manually controlled on it, and nothing really on the computer side of it. It's a plug and play microphone. I can turn up the volume as
Valera
speakers that it says it has, which is the headphones.
I will fight
and
with honor.
Turn up
Watch
the volume of the microphone. I'm also really far away from the microphone. I could get very close to it, and that would be better. It'd probably pick up less noise in the room, which was its first thing. It was just way too high. Hot mean way too loud. I've got the gain at 0, so the only amplification that's going on here is preamplification. And then I have on the front of the microphone there's a headphone dial that I can turn up what the headphone hears, and it's supposed to be a real low latency headphone, so I should hear myself talking through the microphone without a delay, because if you have too much of a delay, then you would definitely eventually start stumbling over your words and make more of a mess. Right now I'm not stumbling over my words. If anything, I feel kind of good about this. Wearing the headphones may not work as a concept. It's not
Feed the fish,
what you kind of want to do when you're playing video games. Sitting here for hours and hours having headphones, big headphones. The Audio-Technicas go all the way around the ear. They're very close, very good sound.
Reporting for duty.
They're not a Bose like sound reducing or sound isolate, sound cancellation technology or anything like that, but they're very close to it, and the quality of the headphones themselves are much better than the standard Bose sound cancellation.
Here we go.
on the back of the Blue Yeti, which is the PS3 version. I kind of hope to get the Pro version. That way I could have done some bass boost and maybe some treble, do some maybe noise reduction using a soundboard, get really technical with it, but the Amazon Prime
Well
sale
met.
had a lightning sale for it, so it was a good price, and I think it's gonna work pretty good. Let's see. This.
Blood and plunder.
And let's see, do I want to attack this guy? Let's see.
Yo ho ho!
Attack.
Here we go.
Pop filter in front of the microphone, it was probably a waste of time. Honestly, I don't think from this distance I would pop into it anyways. It does have one issue with the headphones, that if I start rubbing the headphone cords next to on the metal arm of the pop filter, it might make some noise. No, I'm not hearing that right now. That's probably because
Reporting for
audio is
duty.
so loud. Now, the core problem here is what I'm hearing in my headphones is now very unrelated to what's being recorded. Before, when I was recording, the game audio was going through the TV, getting fed back into an Xbox 360 headset.
The shadows beckon.
It was
Blood and plunder.
It was
No
going
quarter.
at about, I would say,
No quarter.
25%.
Yo ho ho!
100%. Now the game audio is coming out.
Here we go.
100%, and the microphone is
Job
down
done.
to like 50%. So it's been a complete switch around just on how the room is set up. My TV now is not playing. So, for the most part, if anybody was hearing me, they wouldn't hear any of the game audio. They would just hear me talking. So it's a lot more noise isolation. That all being said, this may still sound awful.
Here we go.
It's completely possible. I finished Lego Jurassic World, and thus this is the right time to do it. The other button on the microphone is the mute button, which here, I'll do it right now. And now you should be able to hear me.
Who am I?
If you heard
None of your business.
can't hear me, then the mute button doesn't work. It's this red light that glows and blinks when you're muted, so you can sit there, and if you were gonna sneeze or something, mute yourself. Let's see. This, and then this.
Mother does love this face.
So that gives me +2. Let's go ahead and attack you with this one, see what happens.
Get down!
Noble sacrifice.
Darkness.
Does this stop it? No. So, victory this way, or victory this way?
Too soon.
So, Lego Jurassic World. It's really awful. We'll go over a little bit of news, but obviously we're a little out of cycle, so there's not a lot of it. I've been meaning to say for weeks and forgetting that, like, the London of the Museum of London has made a Minecraft village of what London used to look like during the Great Fire of 1812 or whatever it was. I don't know what year. And sadly, it doesn't just start fire by itself. They're gonna have to give specific instructions to the players how to start the fire and watch it burn. But it is a huge construction full of a lot of things that, yeah, could easily burn if you started it in the right places. Now, one man block properly placed should start the fire in the exact right places, and then you could watch from there. Let's see. This isn't very a Kickstarter for a game that's like Shadow of the Colossus called Pray for the Gods. Slightly interesting that it asked for $300,000. Still not really the millions and millions you want, but a lot more than
Feed the fish, landlubber.
And there is fully Kickstarter. Let's see, if I do this and this, he'll die. I think that's the right.
Here we go.
Fire blast and kill them. That's alright, I've got a trick up my sleeve. Play this.
It marks the spot.
Blood and plunder.
What else? I watched an article on how to avoid tilt, and it actually, well, I read Hearthstone specifically, it actually gives good ideas about, like, when you think something's unfair, consider how unfair it actually was, and, like, don't go on autopilot,
Does love this face.
and only focus on this strategy. Just like take more time on each. All of these things are true. Like, I don't think I'm gonna take too much of it to heart, but
Get back, you scurvy
it
dogs!
does.
No
is
quarter.
a good advice. Speaking of card games, though, Elder Scrolls Legends is going to come out allegedly, and when we're right at Hearthstone, what can the Elder Scrolls Bethesda people do?
That's the Pirate's Cove.
See, I kind of need
No
to attack
quarter.
and stop holding walls, but I'm just gonna hold on. Elder Scrolls Skyrim style animation versus the kind of cartoon-like animation of World of Warcraft. It's not a huge difference.
Want a deal?
I could have won probably a couple turns ago. So I'm just gonna keep leaving this here.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Let's see if one of these is counter spell. Let's see. Counter spell. That's what I thought.
Want a deal? It's a deal.
Back here. What else? Yep. The way I have the microphone set up on the stand kind of works. I still haven't gotten out of the way.
Finally, a second
So it's wedged
chance.
under dinner TV tray, basically. And I put my keyboard on. Again, moving the keyboard around may make noise, but I don't hear it now. I crack my toes quite a bit, and I'm wondering if that will be audible also. audible.
I'll hide in the back.
Do I want to kill this guy or do I want to wait? I'm just gonna wait. The different ways the microphone, the Blue Yeti works, it's a little disappointing. I think the stereo setup is probably the right setup for a for even doing a single person.
I'll hide in the back.
A single person recording like that. But if I had it set to stereo, then it would be picking up the left would be above me, the right would be below me. It would be
Here we
same
go.
sound.
Job done.
Omnidirectional, it makes no sense. You could use it, but then
You
my pop
want
filter
it?
and
I got
doesn't
it.
actually do anything because all the pops and things could go potentially around it. Although I don't know if it's doing anything really anyway. I think the internal
Blood and
microphone
plunder.
have a decent pop filter in itself.
Here we go.
So
Job done.
that's there's a figure 8 where it would pick up right in front of you and right behind you in case you were talking to somebody and the microphone was right in front of you. Now figure 8 kinda is just stereo left and right,
So many
except for
options.
the difference is that the audio I assume would be mixed in both the left and right channel instead of doing stereo where one person would be in the stereo and one would be in the a lot of times if you're doing stereo recording with two people, it can be helpful for certain situations.
What you got
there? If you like the way one person
Here we
sounds,
go.
turn down the right. If you don't like that person's voice, stuff like that.
Job done.
That's something you wouldn't be able to do with the figure 8. And then the mode I have it in is sort of directional. So it picks up
Wanted,
the most
dead or alive.
is right in front of the microphone and the least right behind the microphone. And the Yeti's a little weird because a lot of microphones you would have it right in front of your face, so the top would be pointing at you, and the Yeti doesn't work that way at all.
Cha-ching.
You want the front of it actually. So,
I was wronged.
do I want 4 health and taunt? Or 4 attack? Let's go 4 health.
I'll that.
Darn it, I'm gonna lose here. So, yeah. There is an announcement
I'll show
supposed to
them
come out
all.
for Hearthstone later tonight. I didn't know what to talk about until I started looking at my web pages I left open. So I may end up recording another Hearthstone thing. So that may be the actual first instance of people hearing my new microphone setup. This recording obviously will just be in line with the rest of the recordings. And hopefully everything sounds good. I'm gonna spend a full 30 minutes and record here, just making sure the
Feed the
audio
fish,
sounds good.
landlubber.
Here we
Listen
go.
to every single song. See if there's anything I can improve. I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone too. That's definitely part of the case. It's been a long time since I've done anything with audio, and who's to say I was ever really into it, and I probably wasn't.
By the power of Ragnaros,
Audio is one of those
have the
things people are in bands and such, and they will think they're good at things that they're not really.
I sail the slimy deeps. I sail the slimy deeps.
Here we go.
Like, we've only done 6 more damage. Let's just hold on to the card, I suppose. Alright. It would have to be quite enticing to decide to he's screwing around and he's gonna regret it.
Trust the pirate's code.
Here we go.
Yeah, you'd have to offer something like a lot better cards, a lot more thought out cards, more mechanics than what Hearthstone has right now that would get me to go to Elder Scrolls Legends. And frankly, if you think about
Minions,
like
servants, soldiers of the cold dark, obey the call of Kel'Thuzad.
it just feels like Bethesda
What? Dead or alive?
trying to take on Blizzard.
Amazing.
It is really amazing.
Here we go.
He's letting me win, but he's gonna kill me. So the only
Sword of Ragnaros! I have the power!
is gonna activate the secret here.
Whoops.
And then end the turn. So I don't really mind if they let us go the full thing. I wish I had some achievements I could towards some quests, but
I serve the Fire Lord.
well, if he casts any spell, he'll win. If he does anything, he'll win. Pretty much. So maybe he accidentally did that. Now see, it sounds really, really loud to me, the game audio. Let me turn it down some more to myself. That's the problem here, is I could sit here and tweak the volume up and down now on this microphone all I want. And it's going to potentially only affect me, or worse, it's going to make me make bad mistakes.
Valera
so if I start
versus
leaning back
Anduin.
even further,
The light shall
I'm
bring
turning-
victory.
Watch your
turning up the audio, I won't notice any change there. Whereas if I turn it down and I start getting closer again, then you've got that issue. Let's see, I'm gonna hold on to this guy, but I'll do that one. This is the first step to needing a sound.
Feed the fish,
guy.
landlubber.
Job's done.
Of course, it's not realistic to have an audio engineer or running your recordings of YouTube videos, not until you're making a lot of ad revenue to explain that away. Let's see.
Yo ho ho!
Once the main person is fiddling with knobs and buttons, that's just more work and less focus from playing the game. Control the controller. The Xbox 360 controller, it looks like it'll work. It's just getting really, really busy right in front of me. There's a lot of stuff in front of me. Speaking of things right in front of me that I was thinking about, is if I
Want a
could get
deal?
a really
Yo ho ho!
tablet right to the left of me on my microphone. It didn't have this like list of
Job's
topics to talk about, and then you can put a permanent end to me forgetting about what we're supposed to talk about, which I'm certain I'm missing at least one thing here. Yes, there's a game called This Is the Police. They forgot to release it on Steam, so it's coming out next week because somebody didn't click a button. It's a non-story. I mean, I think earlier this year we had the
For a
exact
little
same
while, I pack a big punch.
It shows definitely a lack of review process and a lack of professionalism that you make such a hugely impactful mistake to your game.
Here we go.
It's a deal.
Now for This Is Police,
Yo ho ho.
I think it's kind of a point-and-click adventure game is what I think it's gonna be. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a badly animated adventure or action game where you play as a corrupt police officer.
Are you my master?
So professionalism maybe I can in the first place. I'm adding a lot of games to my phone that once I get back to them, I'm just like, nope, I'm not gonna play that game. It's not gonna be worth it. Let's see. How about
The shadows beckon.
this? Nice. Can this guy kill anybody? Yes, he can. So I'm
It's a deal.
overuse that. And
Yo ho ho.
Here we go.
it's pretty good considering I'm not really trying. It feels a little bit better not having a microphone right in your face.
You have
But the difference now is a huge microphone that's about a foot and a half in front of my face. So it's probably a lot easier. I'll probably get used to it. The only other way I could even imagine doing this is having it either with a mic stand right in front of me, coming straight up and being right in front of my face that way, or hanging from the ceiling and it being in my face that way. And I just don't think either one of those is going to work. So we made a little bit of progress here. We made 2 victories, and I got that test video out. We covered the news. So hopefully this audio sounds good. Any feedback will be super helpful. Remember, these videos go out months. They get recorded months in advance, so feedback may have already been given on the newer video. I may have figured something out, but any feedback is still definitely appreciated. I'll try and adjust, and I think this worked. Hopefully it worked. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.